We have another daughter. She loves ice cream too.
Right.
So then we came home.
Shit, that is girl.
What you think? And then he
Put
was
a little
like,
weed in it.
yeah, weed in it. And then he was like, I ain't never heard of that. And then
I've heard of liquor infused ice cream, but I can't say the THC. You sold me.
With this disrespectful heat, I'm talking about as soon as you walk to your car, you ready to take a nap. Like y'all that came in the clutching me clutching.
At first, I was like, "Is it even possible? Like, can it really happen?" I'm talking, we ain't waste no time. We
If it
just
involves
tried.
green, it's
I mean, it was
just
just
try.
try.
Yeah.
and the texture was
Me,
Yeah.
but I'm the weed head. Of course.
Right. Okay. It's always
Like,
Oh,
me.
Tiffany, I got one rolled up now. That's why I'm
That's
out on the
good,
camera.
but it's like we made his hobby pay,
Yeah,
Right.
pay it
It's
forward.
smart.
It's kind of like legalizing selling weed.
Yeah.
Right.
It's the
Yeah.
perfect time
Especially,
too.
especially when you already in, you're already in the market of consuming anyway.
Yeah.
So it's like it's not like you don't know a consumer basis.
Right, because
If you wanna talk about it in the business mind, since it's a business, it's not like it's outside of your consumer market.
right.
You know?
Because like we forget in elementary, we got taught how to make ice cream.
Right.
We just
It's
grew
science,
up,
yeah.
for real.
Right.
We just grew up and said, forget it, we going to Bluebell. You know what I'm saying? But they was like, nah, fuck Bluebell, we gonna make it ourselves. You know what I'm saying?
And
Without
that
all the
way it
extra
does, and
ingredients.
it's easier than the way they taught it.
The closest that I've come to anything to what y'all are pushing is I've had THC Jello shots.
Yellow shots.
You get fucked up and high at the same
Jello
time?
shots.
introverted
Yeah.
ass.
No, it was just they didn't put no liquor in it. It was straight up THC. Like I was like, okay. So that's why I was like, and you got the typical shit. But I was like, ice cream. I don't think I've ever moved so fast on a sale. I'm like, I'm texting like.
Nigga,
Well,
what?
that's how everybody is right
Yeah.
now, though. Like, if this is new.
I need caterers.
It's not necessarily about it being new. You've tapped into the market. We all smoke weed.
Yeah.
So at
Wow.
this point, if you're gonna tell me that I can eat it and cool off,
Yeah.
And he's
And-
neat.
can I get a gallon?
Yeah.
I'm gonna pull up in my white truck and I'm gonna get out some ice cream.
I'm gonna eat a bowl of ice cream before I go to sleep type stuff.
Yeah,
You know what
He
I'm
said I
saying?
need to be
And
ready.
you gonna smoke before you go to sleep anyway.
Because I'm
So,
Like,
so why not?
Since, as of right now though, since Texas isn't legal, has that been something you guys considered moving to a legal state?
Yeah.
Is that like the
Yeah.
next move?
We'll think about like food truck and just go hustle like the ice cream man.
Okay, you pull up like Big Worm. What the fuck?
It makes more sense for him to be an ice cream truck than Big Worm. We making ice cream.
Hey, people forget back in the day, the ice cream truck
Hey,
driver was
that
one of the
would be
biggest
kinda
hustlers in the
But
hood.
people don't understand there's something what the woman told the other day. They
Oh,
the
yeah, we
laws.
were told that it's on the market to try to get legalized in
Texas
Texas.
now.
Because
has
it
to.
is it is medically. Medically it's legal in Texas.
Yeah,
Not
but-
recreational at all.
Yeah.
With Texas being a red state, they trying to make sure that they try to corner the market every little bit before they legalize it. You know what I'm saying? They want to make sure they get all their incarcerations out and all their little tickets and all their X, Y, and Z.
Seen the billboard the other day. It said millions of people are eligible for medical marijuana. Are you?
Am I? 'Cause I feel like I got a little
Yeah,
while.
I mean,
Gotta go back home.
This has been my coping mechanism since coping mechanism. What's up, Frosty? Hey, Frosty 15, you need to get on this ice cream, goddamn me, you know what I'm saying?
I'm telling all my friends,
You
for real.
feel me?
They could be able to eat by this spot
Right.
and still be able to mellow out because I know like weed is a big thing when it comes to like some medical issues with cancer and things like that.
Yeah.
Right.
We even trying to come up with diabetic, diabetics.
Yeah, sugar free.
It's sugar free, the sugar free one, but everybody can reach it.
Pat, She
I
ain't
can
lying.
see the white folks
She ain't lying.
because they're going to, one thing is you guys have such a great,
idea
at
and
this
brand.
point you got everybody. You know how sometimes you do stuff and it's really only one demographic of people and you gotta like try to cross over. At this point there is no crossover for y'all because it's that wide of a range. Patent that shit.
And
So
she-
let me tell you, I don't know y'all like that, but let me find out somebody else will come out with some weed ice cream. I'm fighting about it because if it ain't come from y'all two, then I'm gonna feel like y'all stole the idea. So look,
And that's real.
ice clouds for you.
And that's real because patenting it is actually making sure you certify the process. You know what I'm saying? Trademark it is making sure that you legalize or copyright the logo or slogan or whatever. But patent is the process. I love buying candles. I buy them like every other day. You know what I'm saying? And then I just happened to walk down the candle aisle and I saw a plus wick. I've never seen that before, but under the top it said this plus wick has been patented. So anybody else that does the plus wick, they gotta pay us. You know what I'm saying?
That's what it turns into, and it's a good legal battle that you'll love to win every time. Because it's like this state says you owe me some money.
Because Kraft don't own milk. Kraft don't own milk. They don't own groceries. Other than that, they own the process of pasteurizing. So any other company that pasteurizes has to pay Kraft.
We have so many people that try to ask us, how do you do this? How do you do that? How do you do this? And
Don't you
Like,
hate that?
mind your business, bitch.
I hate that. We're not gonna get on me, but I just hate. This ain't about me tonight. It's about y'all. I just hate when people have a good thing going, and instead of you just continuing to support this, you now want to inbox me, and I feel like that's the highest form of disrespect when you talking to the actual owners, because now you asking me about process technique. You're not even inquiring about my services, what flavors I offer.
Even a lot of times, people need to be told about themselves when they do that type of stuff, because they just gotta know, because what you are disrespecting is the process. I sat here and I test drove all of this, I did all of this, and then you see it work for me and you come ask me how I did it.
Yeah, it's like you want to
you don't want it. Yeah, you don't want it. That's disrespectful.
We look over it. Like we talk about amongst each other, but we look over it. Like
I shut it down nicely. That's where they ate like a whole half a pint. And then she was like, oh, I don't like it. So then she bought another one. And then she ate all of that. And then she texted me on the personal line, right? And then she was like, did you use this monitor? What did you use in this?
I'm talking about when she went through the whole ingredients.
They still do that. They will
buy another pint, or what are we doing?
If it's not pertaining to the order, I can answer your question.
because they'll claim your shit is trash, but turn around and try to recreate what you got.
You know, it's always us. That be the sad part. It's like you don't question Coach, Gucci, Louis Vuitton, Bluebell, none of them. You buy it with ease, and you take it to the farthest extent to buy the knockoff version because you can't buy the real one.
Because I ain't buying
you don't question it.
Don't get me wrong though. I love when they be like edible ice cream. Man, I be eating edibles. Edibles don't do nothing to me.
I love it when they tell me.
I
you
want to
gonna bring
make
up
you a
these
believer.
cookies
We
again?
want to make you a believer. You know what
We
I'm saying?
making them all.
Okay.
Once they make you a believer, we make them believe
Like
it's
some
good.
different. That's
So-
when the samples come in.
Yeah, we love it. I love looking at y'all face like tasting.
That's right. He was like, hold on, wait, we got the camera going. I was like, wait, you ain't moving fast enough. You gave me samples now, like.
I love it, man.
So Q, how did you get started with your technically savage ass motherfucker?
Sir, it's a long story. I mean, first of all, I've been drawing since 3rd grade. Just been a passion of mine, going all the way up into probably about, I want to say, I don't know, probably till I'm 30 years old. I'll be 30 on August 26th.
Already have an early birthday.
Look younger than I am. I appreciate that about myself. But probably till I was about 25. That's when I started taking my talent serious. You know what I mean? And just seeing it as a form of making money.
Right.
You know what I mean? So I started out drawing for people, of course, doing logos, stuff like that, and then I bought my t-shirt equipment machine, started doing t-shirts. No, I'm lying. I started out customizing shoes. Started my business.
Hey.
Like Nike Mikey?
Yeah.
Hey,
I went to school with him.
I don't even know that dude. I've never seen his real face ever, but I know his Instagram.
Better than him, I will tell you that. I don't want to be like that, but I understand looking at him, looking at his stuff. I understand that. I understand that he a hustler, looking at his stuff. You know what I mean? So it's a difference when you do art as a hustle and you do art as a passion.
Right.
So mine was more of a little passion than that. But you know, with me, I was just kind of fishing around to figure out what is it exactly that I want to do.
Right.
You know what I mean? So I started out customizing shoes. I did the logos. I did the T-shirts. And I did decals. I did all type of stuff. So then I got into basically making home decor. So I would make tables. I would make.
This nigga turned into juvenile without the juvenile.
I have an order. I got a serious ass order.
This is wild. I've never like just verbally said all the stuff that I've done or do. So it's
Welcome
wild,
to the late night hype.
and I'm not
We gonna
even
get it out
done.
of here.
So yeah, I was doing tables. I was doing like wall posters and stuff like that. And I don't know how I got on it, but I ended up seeing a video on somebody making rugs, and I was like, man, I could do that. And
Hey, look, I can make a rug.
yeah, like you know.
I know that chick down the street. Nigga, you know that she got that.
Yeah, I'm that bitch that make rugs.
She make rugs.
I was thinking about the movie How High, but
Yeah, me too. You know Juanita, that bitch that make the rugs.
Yeah, nigga, I know that
So
bitch.
yeah.
So
Like, get down the street.
aside from like a blunt, I'm sure, what else gets you into your element? Or like, do you have like a playlist? How long do you usually?
It's my playlist. Like my playlist is a real nice little R&B playlist for me.
Okay.
I'm 30 years old. I'm the youngest of 4 boys. So I'm a real 90s baby. So I'm in Erykah Badu, Sade. I go the whole 90s strip. Jodeci especially.
That's amazing.
You know, I listened to some Jodeci instrumentals, and I realized that they instrumental was trash, but they vocals was on point.
It was it was orchestrated well.
Yeah,
It was, you know, it was the church in them, to be honest. You know what I mean? Like,
You more like neo soul.
yeah, like, I mean, I'm a real vibe. Like, you know, we used to take a lot of road trips when I was younger and stuff, and my dad used to listen to, like, a lot of jazz and stuff like that. So, like, I get into that groove, you know what I mean? Just Kim, like, all type of stuff. You know what
Y'all
I mean?
ain't just peep what them two niggas just said. They some hood niggas, but they listen to neo soul.
Yeah.
No judgment, what I'm going to say, because it kind of goes into, I can tailor it to you too. But when I pull up for the ice cream, again, I told you, I was really under the impression that I was texting a female, because I just never fathomed that I was going to pull up. And what I told my mom was, I say, this is a regular guy. And not to just call you regular, but you fit the typical image where they gonna say, oh, he ain't really got shit going on, or we know what you do. You out here in these streets. I said, he has a whole business, and he making fucking ice cream.
They gonna treat him like a millionaire and ride
And I'm
there.
solid
Pop the
side.
trunk. It's nothing but ice cream.
I do videos like
So this is what I'm getting at.
Yeah.
We're breaking the barriers to where you're appealing to the people that really look like you, that look like, you know what I'm saying? Before we used to have that back in the day, but now we don't have nobody that look like us that's worth wanting to push something. Y'all look like, at this point, we just passing on the street, you might be cordial and speak, okay, all right, hey, you know, keep pushing, but you're not gonna think twice of it. And here it is, these are two talented black that's actually doing something. But like, to piggyback off of the question for him, how y'all get it? Is it a blunt for you that gets you mixed in, that you say, babe?
She love wine.
Come on,
You know what I'm saying? She love wine.
Can you drink wine and smoke at the same time?
Yeah.
That puts me to
I'm a
sleep.
wine drinker.
That shit put me to sleep like a baby. I promise you.
I just
get the feeling.
I just need my weed. I
Every day in the glass.
Yes.
But ultimately, there was nothing stronger than the passion, though. I could smoke, I could drink. The passion is the drive.
Right.
Honestly, you know what I mean? So,
And I feel you all wholeheartedly, brother. But something about my chemicals imbalance,
Yeah.
when I have wine and weed, the
Nah,
two W's,
man.
that means I'm going to sleep soon.
no, man, if that passion, and I could smoke a blunt, I just smoke it out of habit. And I won't even necessarily get high. Because my passion that strong for
You need a new plug.
Nah.
I'm fucking with it.
I don't know what song you love. My passion is never going to supersede the weed that I do. Okay? I'm with him. I smoke a lot of weed. But however,
I need my money's worth.
Yeah, you gotta have that passion, man.
You do.
So, like, I try and get a lot more reading. So I was reading this book called, it's by Rich Dad Poor Dad, Cash Flow, right? So you know how they talked about the money flow quadrant where it's employed, self-employed, independent, or no, investor in business. So like, since you guys, I would say self-employed right now, you guys are looking to build your business. Is it something that you guys would look to sell? You know, are you gonna keep it in the family? Is something that you guys would want to do?
Well,
The same
eventually
thing.
we want Ice Cloud to be strain,
Yeah.
like cookies. Like we want it to be like a strain, like yeah.
But we also have other additional ideas that we have talked about that we want lifestyle to be a part of the venture and the other ideas that we have.
Oh, so
It's stepping stones.
it'd be
The
like,
logo itself is dope as fuck. That's what
It'll be
really
like
sold
Lil Debbie.
me. And I was just like, okay,
In a
let me
sense.
get on here.
y'all trying to make it like Little Debbie's in a sense.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
when these ideas come up though, I mean, you guys are a couple. So is it like bedroom talk, or is it like
It's
you guys?
every time. When
Yeah.
we talking, it's always plotting and strategizing.
I said what works for us is because, like, seeing these two young men here and see how they talk and they can sell stuff and they can promote, and that's their field. That's his field.
Yeah, she's
My field is behind the scenes.
Yes.
You are texting me,
Yeah.
but you're gonna see him because
Right.
he is the one that the crowd pleaser. He's the one
Right.
that can attract everybody and can get the sale done. But when you're trying to book a gig or you're trying to text somebody, you're texting
You're the
somebody.
organizer.
Yeah,
And you're the
texting.
face.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and then I'm the one that's
Yeah.
making it, and he's the one that's testing it. But you're gonna go sell it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
let me know if I'm wrong though. This is why I think, because I love exactly what she was saying, that sometimes people, you recognize, you know, where your strong suit is, you know where his strong suit is, and I feel like that's why a lot of other ethnicity families do so well, in the sense that people aren't really worried about being on the front line. It's kind of like, okay, you know, you don't have anxiety when you talk, you know how to hold shit down, you're good with numbers, you're good with your hands and woo woo woo. So like, how does that, do you think it just came with like how you guys are? Like, how can you, if you were to give another upgrowing business advice, how do you guys delegate who does what? Like, you know what it is that you're good at, he knows what it is he's good at. How do you think it would be, like, how do you, I don't know.
Like
That's just something that I feel that you just will have to know each partner or each shoe player that's inside whatever you're trying to grow, what their strength is on, what their
you just
strength
gotta
is.
look, listen, and learn.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Look, listen, and learn. Like I had to. It's a team. It's a team effort. So whatever we gotta do to get it, we gotta do it. Like you know what I'm
We
saying?
grow each day. It's not nothing perfect. Like, we have our fights, we have arguments, but it's solid.
That's the part where I like to invite guests like yourself, because it's what we don't get to see every day. The everyday picture is Raising Isaiah. What's that movie with Halle Berry, Raising Isaiah?
Raising
Isaiah.
Isaiah.
And it's like, it's always something broken about the picture. It's never like that unified team. You know what I'm saying? Listening to y'all speak is more so there's an understanding, because you know y'all guys are a true team. It's like nowadays people like trying to be a team player, you feel like, oh, you trying to make me submit on some, like it's like you offended about what's happening. And that's why other ethnicities do so well, because there's no rank. There's no one over somebody. We don't really understand that as a community. We have one-off situations, and it's like how we was talking about last show, breaking the barriers. At what point do you break the cycle that you no longer want to be?
But the thing about it is that took time. Like because she a hot head, I'm a hot head. She got a story, I got a story. Like our baby is the one who really like calmed us down to focus. You know what I'm saying? Because before the baby, it was hell. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, it's just, man.
So Q, let me ask you this: like, when you see couples like the people in front of you or what have you, is that something that you look for, like when you're out and about it? Say if you run into a lady or something that you're liking, is that something that you look for? Like, dang, do we have some similarities? Do we have?
Honestly, that's not nothing I look for. Just being honestly, and I'm gonna tell you why. Because just listening to these two, you can see that they look at each other and they seem like oh, your weakness, my weakness, and they made it happen. They unified that.
Right.
You know what I mean? But it was their own consciences that did that. You know what I mean? The problem with our community is that we get with each other and we say, oh, this is my best friend, you gonna be my assistant.
Yeah.
This is my, you know what I mean?
Right.
What you have to understand in different communities, I have a friend that's Somalian, and he told me his dad runs gas stations and stuff, and he told me, he said, you know, the people that I told you, oh, this is my cousin, and this is not even his cousin.
Yeah.
They're not related at all.
Mm-hmm.
It's just once you come in the Muslim community, once you come in and you be a part of their family, friend or not, you are family.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So when they come around, that don't necessarily mean that, oh, he's just a good friend. Maybe, you know, these two can run this business well together and it works for them and they provide for each other's families.
Right.
So that's what we got to understand too. You think you walk and you think like, oh, they cousins because they run this business together, but they not.
Right.
You know what I mean? So no, going back to your question, no, I don't necessarily look for it. I just want somebody to see my weakness and be like, oh, I can not capitalize off of it, but add on to it.
Right.
You know what I mean? So
it
didn't necessarily have to be them two together, but it unified them and it worked out for them in the way that it was destiny.
I believe everything happened for a reason.
It was destiny.
You know what I'm saying?
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah,
I
definitely.
think one thing though is one of the issues of finding the tribe that people are like trying to bring together for business is that a lot of people talk about their future self. So you know how some people are like, oh yeah, I own a business, but it's just kind of like you just started, you know, and it sounds good because it's like, oh, you meet them, sounds like they're really about their shit, you get to know them and they're not really about their shit. I think that's another thing that people are just so focused on the image. It sounds good, but people don't really want to put the work in.
Like,
I mean,
just
you
met
gotta-
the representative.
I mean, but
Right.
you still gotta own the image, even if you haven't started your business, but you know you want to be an entrepreneur. Until you fully own that mindset, that's not something that you have to wait until you hit a certain dollar amount before you can then start promoting yourself.
When
So,
do
I
you
mean,
think it's appropriate to though, for like, to
It's,
like,
that's what I'm saying. Well, in my opinion, I feel like there's no time limit because at this point, if you got to solidify yourself to say that you're worthy enough to speak to yourself about a certain dollar amount, then that means you're doing this for the wrong purpose.
Right.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, you got to really believe in you first before a dollar. Because if you don't believe in what you're selling and what you have to say, at this point, let me tell you something. My waist beads, and I use real crystals on. I'm telling you, I'm up here with Pandora. I'm up here with James Avery. I don't give a damn that I just started. That's the type of luxury because at this point, if I can't believe what I'm selling and be that confident to spell it to somebody else, why are you gonna buy it from me? Because it look cute? You gonna take it off the strength that is. You have to, when it comes to name brands, at this point, we don't know what these people look like half of the time.
Right.
We don't know the story behind what they're going, but the shit, this dog is $900. And you bought it because it was Louis Vuitton. At this point, your name carries that much weight. Own that shit from day one.
And with that being said, we're gonna go for a short break.
We on break.
Yep.
So when I keep saying it's because of the camera shot.
No, right now,
The camera's good on you.
I kicked it. I'm talking about this one because I kicked it a
Oh
little
no,
bit.
you good.
I ain't even paying attention.
Turned a little bit.
No. On them is good. On you,
you want him to scoot in more?
no. They both good. It just this line right here
Oh.
throws me off.
I don't ever think that y'all had everything for it.
It's like, I'm a real art fiend. So like, you know, people say they do art and that's just part of my mission too. But like, people be like, I draw. And for their lifetime, they stick to drawing. When art is bigger than that, you know what I mean? I did a lot.
Hold on, hey, hold on. Save some of that for the F. Save some of that for the F.
I make my own edibles too, so y'all can taste this too.
We're gonna open these now.
We gonna be high as fuck.
That's the goal. We always leave out of here with you.
Do everything.
Are you gonna eat these with me?
Yeah.
I'm down.
Life that I'm man, speaking of love like
And I'm taking everything for the bill.
that whole look was priceless.
I will circle back around.
That whole look was
There was
priceless.
at one point, y'all wasn't that.
That
But
nigga
at
said,
this point, no offense, husband is what we gonna call him. No offense. But at this point, I feel like gonna get to you. Y'all too. There's a different question. Same context.
Okay.
And we gonna get there because you're going to
She's like, nigga, hold on, did y'all have to stay on the whole time? Shit.
He's like, oh, he ain't gonna talk.
Like, yeah, man, I got that nerves. Look, now you're gonna be listening for the sound. Oh, I'm faking.
A little more alcohol.
You know, shame on me. She told me to bring the drinks. I clearly
You didn't
forgot.
have to tell on yourself.
I don't care. I always tell
We keep it real around here.
You do.
Yeah.
High five. You keep it.
Or, oh, okay, to better phrase it, because we need y'all to go home. And
We good.
hypothetically speaking.
Nah, this could be before y'all relationship. I know you done
And
had
at
one
this
in there.
point, he might have been too drunk, and you was like, okay, come on. Like,
Nigga just fell asleep on top of you. Like,
Well, let me not look at him.
It can be quick. It just be quick too. I promise you. Other people, there's some convincing ones.
she said, look,
she said, I ain't had to fake it in so long. I don't remember this bullshit. I'm sorry.
She said, I thought this was ice cream.
Look, she got that. You know how we started.
Hey, you gave us the warning before.
I did.
did. I just when you see my look, I just wasn't prepared for that one.
That's why I love
So,
it.
fellas, we gonna start with
Because
you.
we're going to circle back.
Okay.
Yeah. Have you ever fake busted to get out some pussy?
Yes.
What is your? Oh my God.
She said, whoa. Wait a minute.
How did the fake bust happen? Was it like you spit on her back, or like there's been plenty of scenarios like that?
Wait a minute.
That's what they said last time.
It was like I act like I rush, like a rush. Like, oh, I gotta come. I'm tripping. Woo, 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 type stuff.
You sound like you creep.
Yeah.
I know a creep sound situation because look, I got this for 5 years. Text and stuff like
What about you, Q?
I mean, condom. You know, condom can seal the deal every time. So I rush through, and I faked it. You know what I'm saying? She don't know. I tried to understand the fake but you
gotta sell it.
Cause I done grown and learned girls that get uncomfortable with that shit. You not done this shit.
Gotta see
Oh
it
wait,
through,
so
my
I
boy.
have a
Gotta
reverse
see it
question.
through.
Gotta see it through.
Gotta see it
Have
through,
y'all
my boy.
ever had someone fake bust with you and you didn't say anything?
It was me. Yeah.
No, I'm saying like
Yeah,
has someone been smashing you, but that person fake busted?
Oh no.
I would never know.
You wouldn't know.
I wouldn't know.
No.
Ain't nobody
know.
told themselves today.
How y'all know?
That's what I'm saying. I wouldn't like.
Nah.
I can admit when
This
it was.
silence that I get
I can admit when I ran into a chick.
definitely gonna let you know.
I can admit when I ran into a chick when I said that I did. Well, I finally found out where I drew the line in the sand.
Wait, what?
I'm trying to take this journey with you. Put me in.
All right, so I mean, she was baddie. You know what I'm saying? This was like back home and shit. Like I walked into her crib. The first turn off was like she had dishes in the sink that was piled high. I saw a little mold on the dishes sitting in still water. I'm like, damn.
Whose daughter is this?
I'm like, damn, you ain't even get your son to do this shit. The fuck, like that type of shit. Then what really drew the line in the sand, she came out and offered me, was like, hey, let me put you in handcuffs. I was done.
You not been
Wait, no, you don't want to go?
Hell no, I don't give.
I
That
don't
was the
even
first.
trust your sanitary skills. You think I'm about to trust you?
You gonna leave me?
Nigga,
Hey, you know who you remind me of?
Okay.
I see.
You are like a black nigga's conscience right there. He said, I don't trust your sanitary.
I like toys. I like
But
toys.
it's
Yeah, but-
levels to it. It's
Right,
one of those
right.
like it's like you might like the
If
toys.
she was my gal and we was, you know what I'm saying,
There
like
is trust
I may
levels
have
to
trust.
toys.
Exactly.
Okay.
But no.
I don't trust myself
No.
with handcuffs. So I'm young.
So what is the weirdest? Because I'm gonna say weird. We're not gonna say kinky. But what is the weirdest thing that has happened while you were having sex?
Ooh, good. She need a raise. Where's Scream at? I'm so proud of you.
Come on,
That's a good ass question.
Somebody 40.
I don't know. We be zoning. Yeah, you probably 40.
No.
We're not gonna do that.
I thought that was so much. But you see it porn, right? Porn stars before it.
That be the pussy.
And general.
Just in general, like, what's the strangest? You ain't never had no strange shit happen?
We really not like we really.
That's
don't.
a-
I don't.
Yeah.
We be having fun. I don't know.
I want to answer. Y'all ain't never had a fail or nothing? Like something went wrong? Like
Somebody wants to sleep. Like
at
after
this
they
point,
did it, and they-
it was good, boo. That's what that was.
I was looking
That's a
like,
compliment.
That's a compliment.
That is.
I was looking like,
She was
She's like, nigga, I ain't get my nut
Try
yet.
to wake me up.
Your Uber's outside.
yeah. Like,
He about to leave.
Nigga,
4
you did
minutes.
not,
You ain't order ice
you
cream.
did not have
That's what you
spend the
did.
night privileges.
Wait, hold on. I'm sorry. So do y'all use your ice cream?
Do we
we
do?
used our ice cream.
Oh no, we never did that.
Yeah, smart.
I know they about to do this.
Nigga said,
Like, hold on, no, we
They
ain't.
gonna have it.
you mean we can have fun and get high at the same
Let's
time?
go get high, man.
They gonna have look in the car like, is ice cream still playing?
Ice
Hey,
cream.
that
Right.
low key, that could be a commercial though.
I
You
ain't
know what
really
I'm
gonna
saying?
tell on
Hey, some
myself,
edible
but I'ma just
arrangements
say
with some
that ice cream is real
Edible
good.
arrangements.
some edible arrangements with some edible.
They don't call it, hey, call it edible entanglement.
Ooh,
Call it, hey, call it edible entanglement. Say that.
Hey, that's a flavor.
Look, he putting in his
That's
notes right now.
y'all next
Edible.
Y'all better be on the right table. Tell Taylor.
Hey,
Sir,
cute.
what is the weirdest shit that has happened to you, my friend?
Cause we ain't forgot about
She was
you.
like, man, on my soul, I just busted right now. No, I'm playing.
Holly giving the girl back shots. I had on this like like green, like a Tiffany green shirt or whatever. Giving her back shots, and then my homies come get me. I get in the car and I had like the doo-doo line on my shirt.
The doo-doo line.
That doo-doo.
Ooh, she didn't know how to wipe that ass.
That is so embarrassing.
She
We're all
didn't
here
trust
disappointed together as a team.
She needs some ice cream, okay?
No, she don't need no goddamn ice cream.
She needs to learn how to wipe her ass.
She's shitty at this point. What?
She needs some wet wipes, some tissues.
I'm so sorry. I feel like we need to console you. I'm sorry.
Wait. So did you delete the number that night? Did she try to hit you up?
To school with her.
Oh,
Damn.
Did you tell her?
No.
You should've gave her a shirt.
I'm not.
Wait, time out.
I'm
You
a
ain't
person
got
who
the-
hates embarrassment.
So you ain't got the right friends, because my friends would have been clowning down the hallway. So like none of your boys said shit.
That's kind of
Like-
hard. He probably ain't tell nobody in years.
But his boys
They
seen
know they picked
it.
I know.
me up. They seen it.
They seen it.
They seen it, but like
Oh yeah, I'm
we ain't never been like that though. Like you know, like we was the guys who were scoring and not telling. So like
I feel like, but me,
Okay.
I'm the type of person I would have confronted her like, look, y'all.
I'm not.
I'm
And I had embarrassment. I would. That's embarrassing. I was embarrassed.
Cause me, I had to tell a
I
shawty
was embarrassed.
I had to tell a shawty once upon a time the reason why I went Willie Limp is because nigga when she bent over I smelled
Man.
ass and that was not good.
Okay, this
Like
probably
that-
was
that-
the weirder. This was the weirder experience. Alright. So I had.
Who can top who?
I'm talking my own story. But no, I had an experience with it. This girl, she wanted to fuck me.
Right.
And like, you know, for me, like, I'm the aggressor. So like, I don't like you aggressing on me. And she like ripping my pants off. And,
Hold on, bitch, ain't
and I'm
nobody tell you to
like-
pull me
and
down.
I'm
Because if
no,
Hennessy's involved.
sober. We were sober. She was.
She just shakes it like,
Yeah, do get a little forced.
And I'm sitting there in my head like at this point I'm not even
Communion.
turned on. In my head I'm
That's collection plate.
telling my penis like please don't get hard, please don't get hard. At this point the girl got my shit in the palm of her hands and my
I
shit
got
didn't
the
budge.
whole world.
That shit didn't budge. Now that was unbelievable for me because I got the shit. You look at my pants.
Look, I almost looked down. You trying to tell me it's gonna jump?
And Mike just did. So I'm just saying.
The late night hype.
In
everybody.
situations like that, it was only God that
Makes
kept
it
my
know what to
penis out.
I really didn't. We just here, along for the ride.
I wonder if she
It
said.
was only God.
God.
I have a back shot story.
Uh-oh.
I got two. I'll make them short.
All
There
right.
was one at a birthday party. And
Damn.
my homegirl was fucking with one of the dudes who threw the party. So you know how them house parties be. And everybody
Now
left.
they used to
And so now at this point, I guess my homegirl and the dude had dipped out a long time ago before the party. And So by the time everybody leave, and now we like out in the boonies past Grand Parkway. So at this point, when it's nighttime, you can't hear everything outside. All we hear is this. So now me and his brother in the front, and
It's just in the air.
I'm just like, well, shit. I mean,
Since we make
we here,
since we
like.
macaroni, nigga.
So we went in the room, and it was pitch black to where I'm telling you I couldn't see my hand like just in front of me, but he guided me into the room.
I didn't do what he was.
Yeah, but at the same time, he didn't know what size condom he wore or how to put dick inside of the coochie, because what he did with all of me and my ass, he was in between my ass cheeks, okay? So at first, I thought maybe because it's dark, he's still trying to, navigate. But when he smacked me on my ass and I realized that this was, we're in action, I was just like, I was so glad it was dark. It didn't last long, but he literally had sex in between my ass cheeks. Busted and everything.
Did you tell him?
No, I could not, because I've never been more disgusted, or I didn't know what to do with myself. But however, I slept as far as I could on the edge, but I woke up. I must have fell asleep, because for me, I was trying to stay up until my homegirl, I heard my name being called. I woke up to her standing over me. And her first thing out of her mouth, she's like, bitch, I heard this nigga smack you on your ass. I said, I'm ready to fucking go. And she looking at me like, what do you mean? I'm like, I want to go now. She was like, but they cooking breakfast. Fuck the breakfast. I'm just going to get in the car. I literally walked past everyone, didn't say shit, got my ass in the car. Following weekend, we were out. The dude, no lie, handsome dude. Wouldn't even look like he would give off of this type of energy. From Louisiana. Gotta say it.
God damn.
Just to be a jab, but I'm not serious. But had some more chicks, my drunk ass, girl, it's a setup. He ain't got no dick, and you gonna be mad by the time you get ready to leave. Like this is when butter was still over. This is how you know this is how long.
She was a salty motherfucker.
I was salty, because how do you do that? And my second one is just.
She said, we getting action.
Look, the same way y'all talk about women being ran through, you did. With my ass cheeks, not my thighs. You had sex with my ass cheeks.
I bet she had he walked out that big chest and like he
Satisfied. Wipe this forehead.
Look at
I saw I beat that pussy up.
There's a way for us to tell that you niggas are ran through. You're mistaken. Because you niggas that be out here fucking too much, your balls just tend to get longer and longer and longer. They don't even shrivel up and go back up if they could. They just long. And I was taking some back shots, and it was just hitting me like the balls was damn near tapping me on the front of my coochie. I was just like, oh my God. I was like, I can't do this. I was just like, I had to find a way to get out, and I got out. Because what we're not going to do, you're not going to be up here making me feel like this is your hand trying to massage my clit, and these are your balls. So you niggas with the long saggy balls, I wish all of you would respectfully get inside of the BFI dumpster trash can and go directly to hell, because that was the worst
Experience.
elongated pair of balls that I've ever felt. Yeah.
Need a nut lift.
You know what? If that's a real deal, I wouldn't.
You
be
know it's a
surprised.
real deal. You know
But they
somewhere,
the BBLs, and they can raise some
somewhere in
nuts.
the world, somebody just got their scrotum resized.
If you've ever had your
That
scrotum,
nigga said,
please call this
it just
radio.
registered what he said. He said a nut lift. Wait a minute.
He used the correct term. He said scrotum lift.
Yeah, either way. It just registered what the fuck he said.
Not a facelift and that.
Goddamn. I'm
Okay, I
dead.
feel like we got enough men and women in here. So,
Oh,
okay.
Cause my face hurting right now.
If a man invites a chick out to eat, or just out, at this point you want to spend time with her, and she brings her friend, are you responsible for the friend? And that's for you, for the men. And for the women, do you feel like he's obligated to pay for your friend because you brought your friend?
Hell no.
I'll second that. Hell no.
No, because no. But if I'm feeling it, it's cool. But it's like I'm not obligated to do a goddamn thing. But worry about me and mine.
So would you order, like, so say they bring the ticket?
But I'm that type of dude that would buy drinks and stuff like that for you. Like I'm.
But when the ticket comes now, are you gonna get the ticket for you and her and tell them to bring, I'm gonna hypothetically say, bring a ticket for me, or you gonna pay for the ticket?
Depending on the situation, like what's going on.
At this point, you hit her up. We're not gonna say y'all not together.
I don't know that
you
you bringing a friend.
Yeah, like you hit her up and said, hey, come meet me here because I want to spend some time, or however you worded it, but you invited her. She comes with me.
Yeah, but I do not.
Oh man, she got to do it herself.
Because there's a video that's going around that's viral right now, and that's what happened. The guy invited the chick out. She brought a friend. Now the girl, I don't know, again, their past dealings, but she didn't really order too much stuff. The friend ordered like food and stuff, and the ticket came. He had already told the waitress to bring a separate ticket to her. So the girl was on some shit like, that's bummy. Like, why would you not do that? Like,
what's bummy is her even just thinking that I'm going to pay for it.
I've had that situation where I've had somebody that paid for everybody who I run with, or I've had the situation where he just paid for me and him, and he left the person I run with for her own ticket. But she didn't mind paying her own ticket because she felt like, well, I came along with y'all.
Right.
But he didn't do that. And I felt some type of way because I'm like, well, I do understand, but then at the same time, like, you got it. I know you got it.
As a man, I would say this. If I invite a woman out to eat, I'm paying for her. Now, if she bring a tag along and the tag along expect me to pay, if I pay, that's the last time you ever gonna hear from me.
I swear. That's what I was playing
That's
so
what I
long.
was trying to get to.
You better not. If you call me, you gonna hear that doo doo doo.
The number that you were trying to reach.
She should never go in thinking like that.
Yeah.
Because one thing you gotta understand, everything is situational. If a girl go in and do that, 9 times out of 10, now I'm not saying this every situation, but 9 times out of 10, she don't even like you.
No.
She
don't like you?
She don't even like you.
Yeah, she
What type of person what type of person you want to spend
She's
time
like,
with
that
them?
was that situation. I ain't really fuck with him like
Yeah, bro,
that.
like it's this situation. And so like what type of person you tell them you want to spend time with them and they bring a tag along, that tell you they need some type of diversion in time in between the time that
And you ain't getting
know
no
what I mean?
pussy after the
you know,
meal.
And you know, as a man, and this is and it's disrespectful, but I don't see it as no point with me having to say nothing. That's why I would just completely just disappear on her. But as a man, I will pay for it. You know what I'm saying? I will handle it. You know what I mean? I'll handle it. But after that, you can't. You know what I mean? Because you tested me. You tried me. And there's no means for that. I've been there before, actually. You know, I've done the exact same thing before. I actually and completely cut that person off. Because it's like there's no reason for you to test me in that way. There's other ways to test me. So this is the only thing that you care about.
I dig that.
It's whether
And I feel what you're saying because I had a woman who I told her I don't hit women, and she tested me by slapping me, and then I kicked her ass out the next day. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't play with me. Another question real quick, y'all. I do remember you saying you used to be a hothead. So back in your hothead days, and I don't know if you had any hothead days. I don't know if you said you was a hothead too.
No, he said I was a hothead. I don't want to say I'm a hothead.
All right, there's a man in New Orleans yesterday who got arrested. Was it for manslaughter? He thought his wife. 20 minutes after the wedding, he thought his wife was having an affair with the best man or his best friend, and went and shot him up. Would y'all be that hot-headed?
Wow.
It's your fucking wedding day. I'm just saying.
That's far from where I would even be. So I can't even put myself in those shoes.
Right, but I'm saying like
that's the
even I'm not saying right now. I'm saying probably back in the days where you was probably hot, because I've always been a level-headed nigga.
I've been a high-head, but I always been a thinker.
I always been a thinker, but I was a fighter. You know what I'm saying? So it's like.
She said, well.
I mean,
I wouldn't have did nothing
I
like
think-
that back then type. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I
was a problem child.
I wish we could have a little bit more details of why did you think this?
yeah.
And I feel that, but you look like you about to snap on something.
No, I'm a thinker, but I'm real big on respect. disrespect. So
Yeah, because
if I feel disrespected, I kind of not think.
That's where I was.
you would
Alright,
have to
so
like
we don't
really
know
do
the
some-
situation,
Yeah.
so can we
See, I
fabricate
trying-
one?
hey, I was,
Can we
Nah, 'cause I know a
fabricate a
woman-
situation? You know what I'm saying?
Because I know a woman that's holier than thou, but I hear you. I know a woman that's holier than thou now, but she from the boot. And the nigga that she used to fuck with, she thought they were playing with her emotions and type shit. Nigga, she shot up his car.
Oh.
nah, this world is
Get like that.
crazy.
Yeah.
This world, that love is strong. Love is it'll make you do some crazy things. Like I was telling her, I was incarcerated, and I got incarcerated in high school. I did 14 years and 4 months. You know what I'm saying? In prison since high school. So it was like I know a bunch of stories, I done seen a lot of crazy stuff. Like this world is crazy. You know what I'm saying? And hey, that relationship, that love, make you do some crazy, strange, stalkish, everything type stuff, man.
That nigga ain't lying.
So, what about, has anything changed from the game as far as pulling females? Like, is it still the same?
The females, like from when I got locked up in 03, women wasn't aggressive like they are now. Now, coming home in 2018, women it's like women took the place of men now.
Yeah.
They the more aggressive. It's crazy.
Do you guys not like that? Because that's what I'm hearing today, that
I
guys
can't-
don't like when they take charge.
I'm not that
No.
forward like that.
I like it, guys like it when they take charge, but they know the play like you're a woman.
Yeah.
Still allow a man to be a
Be a
man,
man, you know what I'm
but at
saying?
the same time, still allow you to. But because we're still gonna allow you to be the independent and assertive self
Yeah,
that
but
you
if
are.
you
What's
without
allowing
shit
a
on
man
me,
to be a
if
man,
I'm giving off pussy energy, then yeah, my testosterone, my
That's
will
where
be
it
higher.
comes in
Right.
at.
Right. I mean, if you got
I'm too technical.
if you got a pussy ass nigga, then that's what you gonna
And
get.
that's the problem. It's too many bum ass niggas, too
Right.
many pussy niggas.
But it is
it's
too-
the problem because at the end of the day, when you got a bum nigga that you really love or some shit like that, and that nigga wanna sit over there on the sofa all day, it's like, and she go to work all day and hustle. Now when she finally hit her goal, and she is on top flight, and you still sitting there being bummy,
Okay,
and
let me
now
get
all
your
her
card, let me
friends
drop you
got
off
all
at
her
work.
shit together, and your friends bummy
You
too.
better have a mission and a goal bag.
You feel me? So it is like she better be wearing the pants. If she come home wash the dishes and she at work too, while you still sitting on the sofa. Now
Yeah,
it's a couple of us that's out here hustling, but
And I would, to get back off of that, like I would say, I would agree with you on the part that there are too many bummy ass niggas, which will probably get somebody misunderstood or convoluted in they thought and think every nigga or every chick is a bummy nigga or a chick, and then try to treat a motherfucker that's on they shit like a
Like
bummy
that.
ass
But that's a
motherfucker.
woman is a reflection of her man. So all the past men, they take reflections of them past men, just like a man. It's the
Pass
same
it on
thing.
you.
I definitely agree with that.
We
Good
take-
and bad.
I do.
I think so
Every
because
man, a woman is a reflection of her man. So you ain't grab stuff from your last
not saying
relationship.
that. Not saying
I
that a
said-
woman
I learned
entirely
stuff,
is a
yes,
man. I mean,
but
is
I
a
don't
woman who. You're
carry
not saying that a
nothing.
woman is who she is because of a man.
No.
You're just saying like the way that she treats you is in accordance from how she dealt with from the men over time.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
That's
saying?
not why. See, the reason, I don't know if this is why you saying no, but the reason why I'm shaking my head no is because how I treat a man is how I was raised to treat a man. I've been fucked over, had babies had on. I was married, had niggas cheating on me. At this